The Stock of the Day is brought to you by IG, Australia's #1 CFD provider. Trade over 17,000 markets with extended trading hours on key US shares and competitive spreads, all on an award-winning platform. Get started at IG.com.
Is Citigroup. So we are in quarterly reporting season, to Mark's points. It's just one of the US banks that reported overnight alongside the Bank of America and Wells Fargo. JP Morgan preceded that. So Citi's profit came in above estimates, but was down 13% over the fourth quarter of 2025 due to higher expenses. This figure was also weighed down by the sale of AO Citibank, the group's branch in Russia. Over the past quarter, Citigroup's investment banking fees rose 35% to just shy of $1.3 billion, with the bank also posting record M&A performance in 2025. The CEO told employees that the bar is raised. That's a quote. She also warned of further headcount reductions coming through. So we can't ignore the banks. They are sort of the first cab off the ranks when it comes to results in the United States. The share prices have not been responding, even when there has been good news. Is that a reflection of the run that a lot of the banks have had already, Mark? Or is it a reflection of a bit of trepidation when it comes to particularly Trump's call and interventionist policy, although it hasn't happened yet, when it comes to capping credit card interest rates and the like?
Yeah, look, it's partly political headlines being timed with the results coming out. With the, I think everyone thought the 10% credit card cap was just another, odd thing that Trump was saying, and there would be an eventual taco, and he's really doubled down on it in the last couple of days. Bearing in mind, an interesting point that no one seems to be bringing up is that it's only a temporary cap as well. And I suppose the Trump administration don't want to mention it's temporary because they want, they're lobbying for midterm election popularity. So that has hammered all the banks, but they've had a pretty damn good 6-month period. I think Citi at the start of last year was at 96. I mean, it's up, up around the $100 mark now. So, it's rallied about, I think, nearly 100% since the lows in April or something like that. So, yeah, and all of the lower rates is really baked into it. Everyone just assumed that Trump's going to get his way. Jerome Powell pushing back, I think. Go Jerome. I think
Team Jerome.
I'm on Team Jerome for sure.
I saw some great memes yesterday on the internet.
Fantastic.
Yeah, just like he's the boss now.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and not for long.
Oh no, I don't mean as a Fed. I mean, he's got a lot of support out there. I mean, like the bomb.
He'll survive till May. But then he has to step away.
Anyways, apart from Powell, so Citigroup. Would you be putting fresh money in?
No, I would not. I think there's better options and safer options in the US. And look, I mean, our banks have pulled back quite significantly as well. Like they're actually back on the radar now. These guys it's a turnaround story and it's pumped really hard. I have mild concerns around some of the credit quality because they've really pressed things to make that turnaround happen. M&A is the big thing. I mean, there is anywhere up to $3 trillion in IPOs in the next year. If Citi gets a chunk of it, and there's some M&A activity, that may change. But I think at the moment, hold them if you've got them. I would not be putting fresh money in at this stage. I think we're the best of the good news is baked in.
Got it. Mark, what's your view on Citi?
I think Citi is the weakest of the 6 major banks. So I think it's if you wanted to buy it, it's a bit of a lottery ticket on a successful turnaround, really. So I think that the highest risk of all, if you look at from the best down, and interestingly, the banks at the moment, and this is the major banks, are at the best relative value they have been to the market for a very, very long time. So they're actually all reasonable in the price category. I think JP Morgan is clearly number one, with Jamie Dimon, without a doubt.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Value for money, I think Bank of America is probably better because that's not that far behind JP Morgan Chase, but it's a better pricing at the moment. So I'd say that'd be the best value one if you wanted to buy the banks, which is okay if you want a 10 or 12% compound return, because that's probably what they'll deliver. And that's fine, but it doesn't meet our super compounder category, of course, because it's, it's just the way they are. But as a group, they're pretty good at the moment.
Got it. Thank you. So that's our stock of the day. I'd call that a hold if you're already in it. For
Not Citi. I
Citi,
wouldn't.
you would
Well,
sell
I would.
for Bank
I'm
of
not,
America.
I wouldn't want to speculate on it.
Okay.
If I wanted to be in the US banks, I would ship the money out of that and put it into BOC, Bank of America.
The stock of the day was brought to you by IG. Trade over 12,000 shares and ETFs, including major tech giants with extended hours on an award-winning platform. Get started at ig.com.